The finalized kits for version 3.6 are officially locked in, and we now have the exact mechanics, multipliers, and sequence details for both Jingran and Qingxiao. Jingran brings an aggressive two-stance fusion combat style, one that scales directly off max HP and requires dedicated shield synergy. Meanwhile, Qingxiao delivers a high-speed Aero dual sword combo system featuring airborne flight and mind perception lock stacking. Today, we are breaking down both of their complete kits from basic attacks all the way to sequence 6, so you know exactly how they play. Let's start with our fusion damage dealer, Jingran. To play Jingran correctly, you have to master his two stances, negative yin and positive yang. You always spawn into battle in positive yang form. His basic attack in this state is called Exercise, which is a 4-hit fusion combo. When you switch to negative yin form, your basic attack becomes Summon, another 4-hit fusion combo. On both stances, the 3rd and 4th hits generate a resource called Ki, and both of those hits are guaranteed critical hits. You never want to dash cancel early because finishing your full 4-hit string is how you secure free critical hits and fill your Ki gauge. His defensive options are just as offensive. A negative yin counter triggers Explore the Depths, while a positive yang counter triggers Guard the Light. Both counters deal fusion damage, generate Ki, land a guaranteed critical hit, and link instantly into the final hit of your normal combo. On the ground, pressing dodge activates Shadow Step. This deals fixed fusion damage, triggers dodge effects, and skips you straight into the second hit of your stance combo. His resonance skill adapts to your stance, and it even works in mid-air. In negative yin, casting your skill uses yin corrosion. Tapping basic attack right after triggers. Crossing the yellow springs, building Ki, landing a guaranteed critical hit, and linking into your second normal hit. In positive yang, your skill becomes Yang Incineration. Tapping basic attack triggers Sending to the Afterlife, granting extra Ki, another guaranteed critical hit, and a seamless combo transition. His Resonance Liberation, All Souls Funeral, drops a massive fusion strike with a finalized damage multiplier of 62.10% times 8. It lands a guaranteed critical hit, restores Ki, and grants stacks of path. If your current HP is above 50% of max HP, casting it instantly drains your health down to 50% to activate the Fluctuating Star state. This activates Yin-Yang Harmony, converting max HP directly into extra attack power and causing your heavy attacks to summon demon spirits for guaranteed critical fusion damage. His Forte Circuit manages your stance swaps and HP scaling. When Ki is full, holding basic attack executes a heavy attack stance swap. Negative yin casts Soul Seizure to enter positive yang, while positive yang casts Grounding to enter negative yin. For his HP stat scaling, for every 1000 max HP, Jingran gains 6.2% bonus, healing up to a 310% cap, and 1.5% additional attack up to a 75% cap. Dealing damage consumes Life Ember. Low Life Ember triggers a suspended state, and hitting 0 triggers a fading state where he takes 100% more damage. Stance swapping via heavy attacks restores Life Ember, which is vital since his base defense is locked at 0. Jingran is heavily built around shields. Casting your skill or intro grants a personal shield scaling at 0.8% max HP plus 350, which gets even stronger after your liberation. When nearby teammates gain a shield, Jingran gains 15 points of Ghost Shroud, removing fixation. His intro skill gives him 0.05% fusion damage bonus for every 1000 max HP for 15 seconds, capping at 2.5% per stack of Fortune in Disguise, while consuming Ghost Shroud stacks for a massive damage boost. His outro skill grants active allies the Clairvoyance effect whenever they get shielded, boosting overall team damage. Here's what his finalized sequences offer. Sequence 1 increases all resonance skill damage multipliers by 80%, and skills become immune to interruption. Sequence 2 increases heavy attack Soul Raid and Stardome. Meander damage multipliers by 40%, plus another 40% during Yinghuo state. Entering combat restores 300 Ki and 25 Ghost Shroud stacks if below 25, while granting Netherworld's boon for 180% heavy attack damage amplification for 4 seconds. Sequence 3 grants 5 Ghost Shroud points on heavy attacks and replaces his Liberation passive with Yin Yang Everflow, granting 50 additional attack per 1000 max HP up to a 2500 attack cap. Sequence 4 gives the entire team a 25% all attribute damage bonus for 30 seconds whenever an ally gets a shield. Sequence 5 prevents fatal damage, granting him a 50% max HP shield for 15 seconds with a 10-minute cooldown. Finally, Sequence 6 causes targets to take 40% more heavy attack damage, increases Chumei Wangliang's damage multiplier by 50%, and continuously summons Chumei Wangliang to attack targets every 1 second up to 12 times during Yinghuo. Now let us examine our Aero Sword main damage dealer, Qingxiao. Her basic attack is a 4-hit combo split between 2 distinct sword styles. Hits 1 and 4 use the hidden sword style to build Zither Heart, while hits 2 and 3 use the holding sword style to build Sword Soul. You need to fill both gauges completely to unlock her empowered heavy attack. With her finalized energy generation buffs, filling both bars is fast and seamless. Qingxiao dominates aerial combat with a 3-hit mid-air combo, where her resonance skill replaces the third strike to maintain airtime. Entering her sword flight state allows her to glide freely through the air, consuming her flight key bar. Her airborne sword step dash no longer consumes flight key, but it can now only be used 1 time per sword flight state. Once both Zither Heart and Sword Soul gauges are full, holding normal attack consumes them both, deals arrow damage, and transforms her into ephemeral, immortal form. While transformed, her new normal attack combo and enhanced dodge counter build a third resource called Heart Sword Intent. Once maxed out, tapping heavy attack casts Heavenly Cleansing, dropping a massive burst of arrow damage and ending the transformation. Her skills and debuffs have received major uptime enhancements. Resonance skill, Severing No Judgment, now instantly grants 45 Zither Heart on cast in either her base or enhanced state. Her core self-buff duration now lasts up to 30 seconds. Her Resonance Liberation deals heavy arrow damage and activates Clear Heavenly Mind, boosting Heavenly Cleansing damage and applying Mind Perception Lock. Her Gather Mind mechanic now starts at 1 baseline stack, and her heavy attack applies 3 stacks of Mind Lock directly to targets. This causes enemies to take increased damage from all her major abilities based on their stack count. Defensively, Protective Swordlight grants damage reduction and interruption resistance. Meanwhile, defeated enemies store stacks as condensed awareness to reapply harmonization interference during multi-wave fights. Looking at our finalized sequences, Sequence 1 increases critical rate by 16%, increases Swordlight Ward stack limits, and grants 1 extra stack when casting Heavy Attack String Blade. Sequence 2 increases Heavy Attack String Blade damage multiplier by 40%, applies 5 Mindlock stacks to nearby targets, and grants World and Chorus stacks that boost ephemeral heavy attack damage by 3% per stack. Sequence 3 increases Liberation critical damage by 100%, raises the Mindlock stack limit to 25, and applies Mindlock equal to Mind Coalescence stacks plus 2 stacks of Tune. Strain interfered when teammates deal Tune Break damage. Sequence 4 increases team attack by 20% for 8 seconds whenever team members apply Tune Strain Shifting. Sequence 5 increases Resonance skill damage multiplier by 100% and cuts Sword Flight key consumption by 30%. Finally, Sequence 6 increases Heavy Attack and Liberation damage by 30%, increases her Tune Strain interfered buff by 60%, and triggers Key Perdition at 10. Exercising seal stacks for 400% attack as Aero basic attack damage, up to once per second for a maximum of 50 stacks. Both of these kits offer incredible depth. Jingran rewards aggressive stance swapping and max HP scaling with shield support, while Qingxiao delivers rapid airborne combos and massive 30-second damage buffs. Which character are you pulling for in version 3.6? Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Wuthering Waves guides, and I will see you in the next video.